Hey, Shalom, Makiam, Shalom. First and foremost, on say call halal Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Makahakodash. We send double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. We send much peace, love, and salutations to Yakim out there pushing the word of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, in sincerity and truth. That's the brother Ariala. And on there, I just want to highlight this video that Kim Iverson did. Basically, she clipped something that your boy Klaus Schwab said. I guess this was in the opening of the WEF. You know, they do the WEF at the beginning of every year. And so they're right now in council, the elites all across the world. And, you know, when you listen to this, it just shows you, man, that Esau and the top elites, they are urgently getting ready to push forward. Now, Apostle Hard deemed this year, you know, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. And, you know, sure enough, we've started this year off with a bang. And now we see the elite really are primed to move forward on the world. Now, we live in a place now where you see dissent and basically anti-government and anti-establishment rhetoric is being pushed at an all-time high. So, you know, we're going to see more dissent amongst the people, more fighting. But within all of that, they're going to move forward. We read the scripture here, Revelation 12:12. It says, "Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." And so, you know, the urgency for the elite to move forward and complete their MOTB agenda, their so-called New World Order agenda, is at a maximum tilt. It's at a height. And they're going to come with wicked policies. They're going to come with smooth words in order to get this stuff moved forward. But then at the end of it, they're going to come with a hammer against those who are opposed to this system, you know. So I want to play this clip, and you brothers that have scriptures, please put them into the comment board, Baba Kushai. And, you know, anything about civil war, anything about tumults amongst the people, just put it into the chat so people that are watching can take notes. But I'm going to play this video right here.
Let's start off. So Davos is a place in Switzerland. WEF is the World Economic Forum. If you're not familiar, they have this summit every year. They all gather together. It's a bunch of elites, government officials and business executives and others and people from other organizations. And they get together and they basically plot. They plot the world. They decide on what the future is for all of us. They're plotting our future, and it sounds pretty dystopian, but that's actually what they do. And a lot of it is behind closed doors, unable for the public to really participate in. There's a lot that they do live stream out for the public to watch. You can go to their YouTube channel and watch some of their summit. You can read up about it on their website. But a lot of it is happening behind closed doors with all of these power players. A lot of it is happening in off-the-books meetings with these power players. They go to dinner together. They hang out and they talk about the future, our future. They talk about our future and how they're going to craft our future in a way that works for them, even though they package it in, this is good for you. You will own nothing and you will be happy. Don't you understand? So that is what is kicking off now, has been going on. I want to start off with this video. This is a clip from Klaus Schwab. Now, a lot of people are talking a lot about the Great Reset. They're talking a lot about the World Economic Forum, and it's getting, you know, shows like mine and others, and there have been books written about it, and people are very leery about what is going on. And so he is now saying, well, you know, we've got this agenda essentially, and now there's this like revolution against our agenda. How dare they? He basically says it's libertarianism that's causing the problem. Watch this.
You have this anti-system movement. What we are seeing is a revolution against the system. So fixing the present system is not enough. Now there is, of course, an anti-system which is called libertarianism, which means to tear down everything which creates some kind of influence of government into private lives. It's dismantling the system.
Can we just play that one more time? Pay pay attention to this again.
Now listen to this dude, man. So he's saying that there's a group of people called libertarians out there, and they're anti-system. So it's not that we don't need to just fix the system. We gotta take care of the ideologues here. We gotta get this so we can move forward, so we can have peace, right?
All of his words just so watch it again and pay attention.
You have this anti-system movement. What we are seeing is a revolution against the system. So fixing the present system is not enough. Now there is, of course, an anti-system which is called libertarianism.
So with this being said, what do you think that they think about something like the scriptures? The scriptures talk about this world going down. This basically what we understand is this system going down and a new system being built. So you have these elites that are getting together that understand this. Now, you see the thing is rebuild trust, right? And this is what they do when they're at these different conferences. They really are trying to set forth a pattern or set forth an agenda to get everybody's mind, right? That's what government means, to rule your mind. And we see. Now, when we go here to Isaiah 55:21, it says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And this is what we see. This is what we see. We see them coming together, trying to pretend as if what we want to do is bring the world together, a collectivism. We need a unified world government. We need world institutions to collaborate so the world can operate at its highest efficiency. Meanwhile, they're taking away your independent human rights. They're stripping you of the ability to create your own wealth. They refuse to allow you to be a sovereign individual without government or institutional control. They're integrating you with technology, basically, so the digital world can control you. But they come with it as if this is better. This is civilization. This is what's going to make the world be a better place. But here, what we see is they understand that there's groups of people out there that don't want this. And you best to believe that we, as the Hebrew Israelites, are being lumped. We're all being lumped together. This is why we say this is the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, because they're going to roll on any group or mindset that has this independent, anti-government, anti-establishment type of doctrine, so to speak. Okay?
Which means to tear down everything.
Anarchists, that's what they
which creates some kind of influence of government into private lives. It's dismantling the system.
Okay, so he says it's this anti-system. So now they've got a system that they're doing. You know, they're saying we're trying to fix the system by creating this new system. But now there's this revolution against that system. So now not only do we have to fix the system, that's not enough. Now we have to deal with this anti-system revolution called libertarianism, which is people wanting freedom to make all of their own decisions. So he's saying now we've got this anti-system revolution happening, libertarianism. So now we've got this problem. And he says, and the anti-system, their goal, this revolution's goal, is to tear down everything, to tear down all of the influence that the government might have in their private lives. Yeah, no kidding. He's saying, oh my gosh, how terrible is this? That this revolution, this libertarianism wants to actually tear down all of our government influence into their private lives.
So, because they don't want anything to be private. They consider people being private as potentially being criminal. So they're criminalizing you being a private, sovereign individual. And they're getting ready to roll these measurements out. That's why they all come together. They come together so different governments, businesses, corporations, banks, and different institutions can all get their agenda together. They can all categorize things, and so they can move forward. That's what they're doing. They're getting ready to make war on the people, and we see this kind of rolling down faster and faster and faster. You best believe they're having like it talks about the secret council of the wicked. You know, the secret council of the wicked, man. That's what they're doing over there. You know, and this is nothing new. They had these type of cabals back in the ancient world, where different influencers and men would come together and they would basically put their demonic agenda together. Psalm 64:2 says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep." So they're, as they get together and they move forward. I remember when they was having the different agendas from 2017, those things are pretty much in motion now. The whole idea about CBDCs, they was talking about that back in 2015, 2016, 2017. That's pretty much here now. And now, especially since they had the juice pushed out there, they got a whole nother sector that they getting ready to bring down on the people. We always talk about order ab chaos. Well, that's where we're at. We're at the back end of this thing. We're at the back end of them moving forward with the MOTV, moving forward with getting rid of the people that they feel like rebel rousers, so to speak, anarchists. All right, this is 2 Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. It says, "And he answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world." All right. "Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, the end is manifest." Okay, and so this is what we're starting to see. More and more rumblings of people. One of the brothers sent out a picture of all the conflicts that we have going on right now. You have the conflict in Gaza. You have the conflict with the Houthi rebels. You have the conflict with Russia and the Ukraine. You have the conflict with Iran and Pakistan. You have the conflict with Syria, all right, and a civil war there. You have the conflict with Taiwan and China potentially. You have the conflict with North Korea versus South Korea right now. Oh man, we are in that time where World War III is about to pop off. All these places are, all these nations and these leaders of nations and militaries are preparing for World War III. We are in those times. And the elite want to clamp down. They want to swallow everything up. Okay? All right? And so verse 6 says, "Even so the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonder and powerful works, the ending in effects and endings in effects and signs." All right? So this is what we're seeing. This is the plan of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's why we call it the algorithm, piece by piece by piece. So I just want to highlight that. I felt like it was very, very interesting. It's not something that we haven't heard before, but they're pretty much coming straight out with it. Now you can go to Kim Iverson's page and look this up and watch the whole thing. It's good, and we're going to see more clips coming out of the WEF, and so we'll see what actually comes out that's revealed, and go from there. But with that, man, like I said, man, please put the comments into the chat, man. The water to you, Akim, call halal Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kodash. Double honors once again to the apostles and the elders of the millstone. Much peace, love, and salutations to you, Akim, out there. Pushing the word of Yahweh, Shem Yahushua, sincerely, truth, shalom.